evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Pantheon Universe. As always, I'm Micah Daniels. Thank you for tuning in. So, last night's video, relationship advice. Doing really well. It's still getting a lot of views. It's getting a shit ton of likes. And I appreciate the support. That's amazing. Continue to share it. However, you know, with every good thing, there's always a bad thing. So, of course, I've been listening to your feedback. I've been looking at the videos. And as always, there's a little bit of haters involved. So I got some people that were a little pissed off that I said most of the time guys are easily intimidated by females that they feel like are out of their class. And they more than likely won't go for it. I got comments talking about, well, maybe you wouldn't go for it because you couldn't get her, or that's not true, and things of that nature. You know how people are. So let me clarify this for you guys who choose to misinterpret, totally slipped up. But for those of you who choose to misinterpret words, more often than not, a guy who feels like a lady is out of his class range or that she's going to be, quote unquote, too much work to get, he won't go for her. And that's why he won't go for her. Because in the time that it takes him to finally get her to trust him, to give up the goodies, he could have probably already knocked down 4 or 5 other bowling balls worth of girls. You know what I'm saying? And you guys are probably not even going to like this. You're going to send me comments and you're going to tell me, oh, well, no, I don't agree. But it's true. It is true. Every guy has had that experience, whether you want to admit it or not. You could be Chris Brown or Trey Songz. Everybody has had that one experience where they really, really wanted this girl. And they didn't want a relationship out of her. You know, they just wanted a hit. They just wanted to get that little nut off or get that pleasure out of it. And it wound up being a lot more work than you thought it was going to be. It took you about 2 months before she finally trusted you enough to give it up. But she finally gave it up. And that happens. The question is, at that point, what do you do? And that's what we discussed yesterday. Do you stay or do you go? If she's been cool, if she's been letting me know that she's just as super duper as I am, then yes, I will stay. But more often than not, that's not the case. We already covered that, so I'm not going to backtrack. But what I will say is, y'all are damn lying if you're telling me that you would rather spend 2 months chasing down a girl's panties than go ahead and talk to a girl for 2 or 3 days and get what you need to get. That was the whole point of what I was saying last night with that particular excerpt from that video. It's just easier. And most of you, let's be honest, you'd rather choose the easy route. Hell, y'all out here eating ass and shit, but y'all won't sit there and spend 5 minutes to chase a girl down and get to know her a little bit before you decide whether or not you want to put your dick in her. What does that say about you? What does that say about a lot of us? And I'm not judging anybody because I've been there. I've done that. I've made my mistakes. And my reputation in the past has preceded me. A lot of you that know me in person know that very, very well. But like I said, we just got to be real with ourselves, men, because this is a lot of where that feedback is coming from. Men, because women agreed with me. Most of my likes are coming from women. But men, realize what you do. Realize the nature of the game and realize what type of predator you are. Because let's not get it twisted. Out here, we are all predators. The primary objective of a predator? To eat and reproduce. For humans, of course, we want to be happy and get a little bit of wealth too. But we are predators at the end of the day. So we're not going out there normally, if we're just trying to hit, we're not going out there and trying to take the strongest wildebeest out the damn pack. We over there grabbing the little short sickly one, because he's still just as good. And it's the same thing applies for these females. You're not out there trying to knock out a 10 when you just want to get your little thing wet. You out there chasing about a 6 or a 7, because more than likely, she's a little bit easier to get. Because the 10's got everybody chasing her down. The 10's got a big head. The 10's going to want a little bit more time. The 10's going to want a little bit more money spent. The 10 is going to want everything that 7 or 8 only dreams about. And she damn sure ain't going to bring it out of her mouth to ask of you. Because the reason you approached her is probably because you're better than her. And that's another concept that you get from Patrice O'Neal. You are better than the girl you with. And what I mean by that is, she wouldn't fuck with you if she didn't think she was. And that's another concept from Patrice O'Neal. And he's absolutely right. When have you ever met a girl that was like, oh, I don't feel like my boyfriend helps elevate me, or I don't learn anything from him, or I don't respect him? How can she respect you if she's on a higher level than you? something to think about. So you guys got to apply these things. Like, men are predators. And unfortunately, a lot of time we treat women like prey instead of like our queens. So yes, if I'm treating you like prey, and if all I want to do is get my dick wet, I'm definitely chasing after the 5, the 6, or the 7. I'm going after the little sick wildebeest, or the one with the hurt ankle, or the one that's a little bit too big to damn get away from me quick. And y'all know who I'm talking about, because some of y'all like them big girls. Y'all like the big ones. Ain't nothing wrong with the big ones. They need love too. But don't send me a letter telling me I'm wrong about something, because you are in denial, nigga. You are in denial if you think that you will always go for the 10, because you don't. Guys don't normally go for the 10, A, unless they know they can get her without a very reasonable amount of work, or they're trying to settle down with the 10. Because the 10 more than likely is that classy girl who is beautiful. She carries herself like a lady in the street. She makes good grades. She prides herself on education and her career. That's who you want. That's who you're willing to put in the years of work for. And you guys see it. For those of us who went to college, you see it. A lot of guys will have that main girl that they deal with for all 4 years of college. And then they got about 5 or 6 side bitches that she never finds out about. Or he better hope she never finds out about it. That's when your clothes guys can start getting thrown off the balcony. And I'll tell y'all the story about that later, because we're going to do a topic a little bit later on domestic violence. And when, if ever, is it okay to put your hands on a woman as a man. But in any case, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Look out for that next topic. Like, subscribe, and share. Make sure you put it out there. The Pantheon is doing big things. I appreciate you guys, and y'all have a good night.